Despite the name of my channel here, there are always Sega-related indie and fan-made projects getting past me that I know nothing about. I will often get emails and messages from subscribers asking me if I've seen this new demo or that new announcement, and honestly, oftentimes I haven't. That was the case with the recently released Sonic Galactic Demo 2 by Star Team. Much like Sonic Mania before it, this sets out to give you an answer to what if a traditional two-dimensional Sonic game appeared on the 32-bit Sega Saturn. I mentioned Sonic Mania because the quality of that game was extraordinary, a return to form that made the 16-bit kid in me jump for joy. I felt very much the same running around in this demo, because the quality is already very similar. Whether it's the graphics, the sound, or the gameplay, I came away from this thinking Sega needs to secure this team as soon as possible and get this one primed for an official release. It's that good. This is likely gonna shock many of you, so let's get started. The demo here runs on Windows and Mac computers. All you need to do is download the installer, run it, and then fire up the exe to get it started. The demo gives you 3 unique worlds with multiple stages and boss encounters. The gameplay is very much like Sonic 3 and Knuckles before it, now injected with some very fast and fluid stage design that rarely lets up on the gas. Even when things do slow down a tad, it's typically only for a few seconds before you are on the move again. Honestly, that was one of the reasons I loved it so much. Even when in the water, things moved along at a fairly brisk pace. You really don't have to worry about drowning because there's always something to get your breath back close by. Sonic also had a few new moves like a wall dash, which allows you to get an extra bounce to get higher or jump the opposite direction. Shields are back and offer similar abilities as before, as well as a few new ones. Sonic Galactic also has you playing as other Sonic characters, who also have their own special abilities. Tails and Knuckles are back, and you also get Fang the Sniper and Tunnel the Mole. An opening tutorial will help you get started with the gameplay, and you'll be blasting along in no time. The story is set around Illusion Island, which appears only once every decade, and is now in the sights of the evil Dr. Robotnik. Sonic and his pals must save the day and stop his nefarious plans. The visuals here are a mix of inspiration from the 16-bit titles and the two-dimensional power of the Sega Saturn. There's a massive increase in color, animation, and special effects the Genesis itself never could have pulled off, but it feels like the Saturn could have done it easily. This also includes the special stages, which look and feel just like something the Saturn's VDP-2 would be doing in a game like this. There's a gorgeous simplicity to it all that harkens back to an age where not everything had to be three-dimensional polygons to be impressive, much the same way Symphony of the Night was able to captivate its audience. Sometimes a game flies in the face of conventional wisdom, and I don't think a game that looks and runs this good would have been poorly received then, any more than that beloved Castlevania entry. Sonic Galactic stays true to the original look and feel of the 16-bit games, while giving you a slew of new bells and whistles that makes it feel like a next-generation 32-bit product. The same holds true for the audio. It's happy, energetic, and feels like it would be playing in the background in every one of these environments. Let's have a listen to see what you think. So, was there anything that I thought was poor or needed work? I can't say there was. This demo was nearly an hour of fun that could easily be a retail release from Sega themselves. I dare say it should be a release from Sega themselves. I sped through these zones and special stages and had an absolute blast. Once it was over, I was genuinely sad there was nothing else to play. I wanted more, and if a demo can accomplish that, it's on the right path for sure. Let's have a final look at some gameplay from the other playable characters. If you check the description of this video, you'll find the link you need for the Windows and Mac versions of Sonic Galactic. On that page are also links to the developer's social media accounts, so you can keep up with the project when a final release drops. Some years back, Sonic Mania impressed us all with its beautiful visuals and great gameplay, and it looks like this take on the Sonic formula is about to do it all over again. I find myself gravitating to these 32-bit style Sonic games a lot, making me feel there really is something to this formula. Sonic's world looks so great like this, feels great like this, and it makes me wonder if the series should have just stayed primarily two-dimensional in nature. Either way, I am really happy projects like these continue to be made alongside the three-dimensional stuff. If you're a current fan of Sonic, or just someone that loved it as a kid, I think you're gonna find Sonic Galactic a winner. I'm Sega Lord X. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you next time.